What's up, you wild tigers? How you guys doing today? Doing good? Keeping up with killing in life? Having fun playing video games? Ready for Star Wars? You guys are the best. And no matter how many there are of you, I know one day we'll be taking over the world with our wild tigerness. No, but seriously, this channel isn't just about me talking in the camera. Oh, half of it is. Part of it is just me talking about stuff that I care about, and then might as well make a video about it so I can look back at it. And then the gaming is just me having fun, saying stupid shit, having fun. And the idea of what I'm trying to build is for us to make a better life, but that also means you can do whatever you want. So playing video games, creativity and inspiration. So let's say gamers have a bad rep for people being in the basement. I believe gamers can be the extension of our consciousness and exceed dimensions that movies and TV shows and books can't do. And then like this book, it's about how we can be better people and achieve life and do great things while through the medium I speak through, which is video games and YouTube. So I build games to inspire and to make creativity and to have fun. Some games can be really like just for fun. No real intellectual thought to it. Just how can we have fun and enjoy life at this moment? And I love reading these rules because they really resonate with my life, and then I feel like they can resonate with your lives and make a better life. And it resonates with gamers. Gamers have to be disciplined to get to the next level, to do things. And anyone else out there, this channel's about building a community of people who are going out there and getting it after it in life, and also being very creative, being very not rebellious, but I guess you could say very rebellious. An outcast. We're the outcast, the people who are going to change the future. And sometimes we have to think beyond our limitations, even if there are limits. And I'm going to read this chapter. Rule today's discipline. Good morning. Hey. And this I'm going to do a little differently. Usually I basically read a chapter and explain my own words, but this time this is the nitty and gritty. This is the beauty of this book, and it's Rules of a Knight by Ethan Hawke. And today's rule is discipline, and it's 14. Get ready. In the field of battle, as in all things, you perform as you practice. So practice hard. With practice, you build the road to accomplish your goals. Excellence lives in attention to detail. Give your all the time. Don't save anything for the walk home, and the better a knight prepares, the less willing he is to surrender. Okay? What that's saying is, if you're not disciplined, if you don't have your stuff together, if you don't get your life in check, you will fail. You aren't ready for the worst causes. You aren't ready for AI coming in this world, and you're just ready to give up and say you won. You're not ready for that promotion where the other person wins and you go, I wasn't prepared for that, because you weren't ready to do what that other person did. You didn't step up. You weren't ready to step up in a leadership position in the military when nobody was ready to take command, and then you took command, but the other guy did instead because you weren't ready. To discipline when you were waking up and you couldn't find your keys because you weren't ready. You didn't put it where it was supposed to be every single day. You weren't ready because you didn't wake up early enough to get your stuff done. Discipline is freedom. And freedom is power to live a life that we want. It's great. Your sword should be sharp, balanced, and neither too light nor too heavy. Your foot should slide easily into your stirrup. Be the first to arrive and the last to leave. Oddly, with discipline, structure, and order, you will find there is freedom. Inside this kind of freedom, anything is possible. Without it, locating your saddle may take all morning. This is my favorite quote. Often we imagine that we will work hard until we arrive at some distant goal, and then we will be happy. That is delusion. Delusion is a topic I love talking about because I lived in delusion. That is. I lived in delusion, and I woke up in August of this year, and I realized that, I didn't realize, actually I did, I realized a lot of things, but it woke me up and said, bro, you are not living to your full potential. You're not doing what you said you're going to do, or you messing up. I go, shit, I'm not right. most of the time I'm wrong, I'm messed up, I say stupid stuff, I make excuses. We live in delusion, so you have to wake up and realize the cold hard truth, and that means that you're always wrong, or that things aren't always going to go your way, or other people are better than you. Oh well, be it. Learn from it, become better, and surround yourself with people who are better than you, so that you can become better and better and better. In fact, never be right. Just always be learning something. Always put yourself in a situation where you're always wrong. That's the truth, though. Don't ever leave yourself with people that say you're the best when you're not. That's delusion. Stop living in delusion. Stop thinking things should be certain ways because, oh, that's how I believe it should. No. There's a difference between belief and facts, and some people live in a delusional world where they think the world's flat. Don't be delusional. Happiness is the result of a life filled with purpose. You know? I love that because basically purpose is a fancy word for happiness. Happiness is about moving out there, going things, doing what you want. Whenever I'm just chilling and life's good, I never really consider myself, happy. I just consider myself like, chilling, calm, relaxed. But in reality, it's when I'm going out there and doing it and getting it is when I'm like, I'm happy. I'm like, yeah, life is fucking amazing. So get after it. Happiness is not an objective. It is the movement of life itself, a process and an activity. It arises from curiosity and discovery. Seek pleasure and you will quickly discover the shortest path to suffering. Other people, friends, brothers, sisters, and spouses, even your mother and I are not responsible for your happiness. Okay? Your happiness is your purpose. So just scratch out happiness and say your purpose. If you don't have a purpose, if you wake up and you don't wake up for a reason, if you're just chilling, then we have a problem. Now, if you understand Eastern philosophy, like monks, you would be like, oh, they're just chilling, they do nothing with their life. But that's different. Meditation is different from doing nothing. You're transcending, you're relaxing your thoughts, and you're just being alive instead of just doing nothing. It's a complicated topic. For Western and people who want to make success, we must have a purpose. For Eastern people to have bliss, it's constant meditation and practice and studying and becoming one with yourself and learning to be still. So it's all purposeful in a sense, but there also does not need to be purpose if you don't want it to be. It's complicated. There's no black and white. So if you want to be happy, either learn to be able to sit still for 24 hours and not do anything else, or go out there and make something happen. But if you just sit there and watch TV all day and sloke around and eat junk food, I guarantee you won't be happy forever, for long. There'll be a time when you might even say, wow, my life sucks. Now, it doesn't have to be. You can be chilling and watch, do your 9-to-5 job or do your entrepreneurial job. Go home and be like, I want to watch TV the rest of the day. You won that freedom to do that because you discipline yourself. This is your life, not mine. Your life is your responsibility and you always have the choice to do your best. Do your best and forget the rest. Doing your best will bring happiness. Do not be over concerned with avoiding pain or seeking pleasure. Okay? Do not be over concerned with avoiding pain or pleasure. Just live. If you're concentrate on the results of your actions. You're not dedicated to your task. Grandfather did not live 10 or 20 years ago. He lived now in the present. Just as you do now, be enthusiastic or be gone. He would shout, be gentle and you can be bold. You are not fragile. Engage. Being timid is often the result of being too self-critical and too self-concerned. A knight does not stop at each victory. He pushes on to risk a more significant failure. Grandfather used to say there are only two things worth hating: an easy life and too much success. Hey, meditating for 24 hours is not an easy life, you would think. And too much success. There are people who just, they get so much, and they might have not had everything else together that they're not happy. Like there's an example of a guy who was so unhealthy and big that once he made $1 million, he couldn't move, and he really didn't enjoy his life. And then there's some people who want to get more and more and more and more. Again, there's reasons why we have rules. So you could make $1 million, but you have to be disciplined about it so that you can enjoy the $1 million and put it into assets and have control of it so that it continually makes money, and you got to be smart about it. Be smart. That's the whole point of this. Beware of needing or wanting too much praise. Believe in yourself. Discipline, preparation, and experience are only tools you need. And I wrote down practice, practice, practice. A good example of grandfather's mental discipline is his handling of the whole unfortunate situation that arose of our uncle, Sir Raffle Trumpington. Uncle Raffle was actually grandfather's first cousin. For some reason, everyone always called him Uncle. He was extremely affluent and known for his generous gifts. Once he gave away Knight of Lanendrock a gold brooch. It was expertly crafted in the shape of a roaring lion. Grandfather insisted we all politely refuse the gift. "There is no such thing as a free brooch," he said cryptically. He wanted us to simply tell Uncle Raffle, though, that although we are immensely grateful, we were too concerned with the impoverished of our district to parade this kind of extravagant jewelry. Most of our knights thought grandfather was being old-fashioned and ridiculous. Some even accused him of being jealous. Many of our men, I think all of grandfather and myself, accepted the gift. But grandfather and myself accepted the gift. A year later for Christmas, we were each delivered a Spanish stallion. Again, against grandfather's wishes, many of our men accepted these beautiful horses. "It is important," grandfather told me as he bade me return the stallions to the Trumpington estate. From then on, the gift continued to everyone but us. Uncle Raffle's generosity was seemingly endless. A few years ago, I understand why. Sir Raffle Trumpington was planning a large conflict with family in the outer reaches of Cornwall, along the Devon border. When the fight reached its crisis point, Uncle Raffle called for the Knights of Lanendrock to ride by his side. Many did. Grandfather and I stood still. We could see the whole affair as the arrogant and waste of lives that it was. This is where I lost Sir Richard. Manipulated by a false sense of loyalty to the Trumpletons, Sir Richard ran to a hilt of a broadsword. I loved him. I've never let any of our knights wear these hideous gold brooches ever again. Be resolute in your beliefs, my children. Your friendship cannot be bought. Be cautious with anyone, even family, has too extreme an expectation from your behavior. Under the guise of love or loyalty, people can use guilt or fear to manipulate. A healthy conscience should be used like an internal compass. It is yours and not an instrument for others to play. Friends and family may at times actually be weak. They may even beg you. But anyone really wants for you to be strong, to be disciplined, to be the man that fights for his family. That's it. That's today's rule of a knight. Self-discipline is the key to freedom. And extreme ownership too is how you'll get there. Be disciplined, wake up early, do what you don't want to do, get all this hard stuff done, and your life will be easy and free. Done.